Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update, and this week we are moving into Libra season. That happens on September 22nd. I do have a video that I put out, a little pick a card for the Libra season, which came out on Sunday the 18th. So if you're watching this when these videos come out, it's coming out tomorrow. For all you Libra sun babies, happy birthday. There is a special bonus reading at the end of that pick a card for all of you, so you can check that out too. Now this week, of course, because we're going into Libra season, we're having our new moon on September 25th, which now that we're in Libra season, it is the new moon in Libra. So with the cycles of the moons, of course, we have a cycle every 28, 29 days in moons, but we also have this annual type of cycle where we're having a new moon in Libra now. And then in about 6 months from now, we will have a full moon in Libra, which allows you to see whatever you plant now in seeds around this Libra energy. You'll see it growing throughout time till it comes to fruition at the full moon of Libra next year. Now, so the most recent full moon we've had in the past was back on April 16th. So if you look around April 16th and see what may be around the subject of Libra energies you were letting go of and you were evaluating and reviewing, you can look and see what has been removed and what you're ready to replant in its place for this next kind of 5 or 6 months. So the Libra energy, of course, is around one-on-one relationships, which can be romance, friends, partnering with others to help you or you helping others. It is kind of a little bit about pampering yourself and having some, time for you and doing things for you. Can involve, of course, with the scales, you have the legal issues and justice. Being an air sign, you can have some, energies around overthinking. I know I'm a sun air sign, so I understand that. And of course, with those, it's all about balancing peace and harmony with those Libra scales. Now, as far as subjects around the physical body, what Libra rules over is the adrenal glands, the buttocks, kidneys, diabetes, and sugar levels. So if any of those items are items that you do want to have some energy around and some movement and some change with, that just empowers this new moon even more so. So, you get 10 new moon wishes. So every new moon you get this 10 wishes. And if you do use those wishes around these subjects, it just aligns the energy even more so with helping bring those to fruition. So you can look at those. Of course, the new moon in Libra is going to be around 3:54 p.m. Mountain Time, and you want to usually make those wishes within 8 hours after that. So you have that 8-hour window where it's just really, the energies are just extreme to help you towards those wishes. So if you do want to know more about making new moon wishes, about your birthday wishes, there's even something I call the Whopping wishes, which you can get 40 or even 80 of those a year. Also how you can use full moons for kind of a an unveiling and letting go type of ceremonies. I do have something that I call a Wish Upon a Star Astro Reading, which I'll put down in the description box below. There's a moving price scale on those between $10, $20, and $30. And I'll show you what your solar return date is, what your, Whopping wish periods are. You usually will have two, one based on your natal chart and one based on your solar chart. So you'll have this kind of information available to you, and I'll give you a ton of information on that. So if you want interested in any of that, you can check that out in the description box below. So for this reading, though, we're going to move past all this. We're going to look at how we can use this Libra energy and what the Creator would like us to know about that. And I'll do readings for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Aries, this is your weekly energy update, and we are going to start off pulling a card here from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Now, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your fancy and you do want to pick them up for yourself, you know where you can get those. All right, so let's take a look here. We're going to use these just to see what the Creator and Spirit want you to know around this new moon Libra energy. One more time. All right, so for our Aries, what would you like them to know? Libra new moon energy. Okay, that's the one right here. And you've got Welcome the Divine Masculine, card number 19. And of course, regardless if we're male, female, or how we identify, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within us. Of course, Aries, you are that masculine energy anyway, so you are used to this firing in, and it's like allowing yourself to embrace that side of yourself. Let's see what else they have to say. It says, here comes the sun. The energy of the divine masculine is bright and fierce. It can warm hearts, break down barriers, and inspire minds. It can grow food for thought, and it can feed a village. This is an auspicious card that promises luck, positivity, and success, and your Yang hunter spirit is being called forth to stand up and claim these gifts. Wow. Passive waiting is not the answer right now. Go get that thing you've been dreaming of. Make your move. This enthusiastic, creative energy is ready to set your path on fire. So step up to the challenge being presented and lovingly slay it. Psst, you're ready. As with all fiery forces, which you of course are fire element, managing your energy and stamina will be important. Not enough and you have a failure to launch. Too much and it can burn out all too quickly before it fully develops. Seek the Goldilocks zone, where the right amount of this inspirational energy will fill you with creative passion and with its longevity. Get ready to expand and to move with happiness in your heart. Wow. Great card. So Aries energy too. Loving this for you. We're also going to get clarity around here through the Ask Your Guides Oracle. Okay. They're like, and there's your card. So we'll see what else they want you to know about this. And you got Denial, Divine Helpers. So it's a good card there. That is card number 22, a master number about connecting and understanding your higher self. So that is a good one. Let's see what they say here. This is about, there's been some energy of confusion, distortion, ignorance, and compromise. It says your divine helpers are here to help you take off your blinders and more honestly assess the difficulties in your intimate relationships. Although you'd prefer to believe that ignorance is bliss, the truth is that denial is not a river in Egypt, nor is it a genuine form of protection against unhappiness. Your guides gently ask you to summon the courage to honestly admit the real problems that exist in your relationships. As difficult as they may be, until you do so, there's no chance that these shadows will ever heal. So, for example, admit when your wife isn't just tipsy, but rather is drunk, as she can be on many nights. Or admit, at least to yourself, that when your son says he can't find a job, it's because he isn't looking that hard. Or that when your partner says he must work late every single night for months, that an affair or other digression is likely. Most important, admit what you might be hiding from your loved ones. Acknowledge your fears, your addictions, your excuses, and failures honestly and with compassion. Realize that what your mind blots out, your heart knows, and so does everyone else. In other words, when you're in denial, you're only kidding yourself. So what your mind blots out, your heart knows. Your divine helpers want you to acknowledge these unpleasant realities, because until you do, you'll be stuck with them. Not every unpleasant reality needs to be challenged or changed, however. Sometimes it's best to compromise or let things be. If your partner's generally sloppy, for example, but is otherwise a gem, let it go. However, if your partner is in serious trouble or vice versa, you're only harming yourself and others and perpetuating the problem by denying it. I think that's it. Let me just double check. Nope. Your divine helper's message: take off the blinders and be open to the truth about others and yourself. Only then can you learn and grow past problems. And I love the combination of these two together, because this is about you taking charge. No longer just sitting passively going, well, they need to step up. They need to do this. When are they going to do that? Or even sometimes I'm in a toxic situation and this needs to end, but I don't want to be the one to end it. And it's like, step up, buttercup. It's time to take control over this, to take action. It's no longer sitting back passively for this. We'll get more details here too through this tarot of the magical forest. And it's just saying you have the power to make the change. And until you do, it's just going to continue to drain you and everyone else involved in the situation, and even those that aren't involved that are just around the situation. So it's time for action. All right. So what else for our fiery Aries? Okay, there we go. What else? Okay, they do want these two. Okay, and they said they want the bottom one and the top one. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's see what else they have to say here. We'll start with this one over here. And you got the Empress, yeah. The 3, she's all about new birth, fruition, passion, things coming forward, but definitely new birth. It's time for things to come to a head. No more gestating in the belly, in the womb. It's time for the birth of this. It's like, well, what if it's an evil monster that's coming out? It's like, you know what? Keeping it in there just going to have it grow anyway. Let's just get it out into the open and we'll figure out what to do once it's birthed. So it's like bringing it out, taking the action. The birthing pains have started. So it's time to, I would say induce labor. It's like labor has started, but denying that your water broke is not in the cards. It's like it's birthing time, baby. Then you have the Star, and it's a great card because this is about hope. This is about brightness. This is in the dark is when you're going to see the light burn the brightest, and you're going to see a lot of clarity. This is a beautiful card because it is recognizing your power, your brightness, and allowing your light to just shine bright in the darkness that's going on. So it's allowing you to see things just so crystal clear, whereas you didn't before. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. 10, endings and new beginnings. So definitely there's this message coming in here about the wheels are turning, so things are about to change. But there's a wonderful, comforting story or explanation that Spirit gave me around the Wheel of Fortune. Because they are talking about that you came down here on purpose for a purpose, right? Your soul, before it came down here, one chose you to be its avatar, to experience this human life through. It chose when you were going to be born and when you're going to withdraw back to spirit realm, to be completely back in spirit. You are a part of your higher self. You're not, this little entity, separate entity. You're a part of your higher self having these experiences. And you had all these fated events that you want to experience and go through in this life. And all of them are happening on purpose, for a purpose, for you to more fully understand who you are back on the other realm, by experiencing emotions and things that we're not. So by experiencing opposites, we more fully understand our powerful selves. But within each of these fated events, we still get to choose, one, what story our mind wants to put to whatever's going on, and two, what our heart wants to choose to feel as it goes through that. So we still have this power of choice as we go through these things. And when we realize all of that and we sit with that, we realize, one, life is not happening to me. Life is happening for me. And so we're not on this out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge. We're on a monorail train that's attached to the tracks. It's smooth moving, has all its stops that happen perfectly on time. And so we understand all this is happening. We gain that power back, knowing that if I don't like the story that I'm applying to a situation or an emotion I'm feeling, I do have the power to change it. Now, I know when I heard that, I was like, I don't feel like I'm making a choice. I feel like when that happens, that's how I feel when that happens. This is what I think it means. And Spirit's very gentle, and they show that every human child, when they're young, is inundated with popular opinions from everyone all around them on what something is supposed to mean and how you're supposed to feel as you go through it. And we're inundated and reinforced over and over until that opinion becomes our own opinion. Then it becomes our habit of, we feel that way and think that way. And then eventually becomes our reaction, where it just happens like we don't feel like we're making a choice. But it is a habit, and we can change our habit. And you have the power to do so. Obviously, you have all this fire energy. So with this ending and this new beginning, we have the choice to choose what it means, and we have a choice of what we want to feel as we go through it, and we have an ability to change our habit of how we're looking at things. And so I kind of feel like this is what is happening here. Then you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups basically is a joy and celebration card, but, another three, you have this represents your posse of support on the other side. So it's them, all your guardian angel, your angels, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, spirit guides, creator, Holy Spirit, whatever beings of unconditional love and light you believe are on the other side. This is them all saying, we're here, you're surrounded by us, you're never alone. So if you want us to do anything outside these fated events, all you have to do is ask of your own free will, because they do honor this free will of choice. But if we want assistance, we can still ask them of our own free will and ask them to meddle, ask them to give us signs, ask them to help us with things, and they definitely will. So this is them saying, you're not alone, we're around, you can ask for help, you're supported. So I love that with all this that's happening. And then you have the King of Cups. So this is about you being able to control your emotions, balancing your heart and your mind as well, because the King of Cups rolls over, all of the emotions in cup suit. You can see that there's a bunch of rocky water going on all around him, but he's fine because he understands it all. And all the kings, in addition to rolling over their own suit, which is water in his case, all the kings are also given a dose of air, which is the mind. So he knows about balancing heart and mind as you're going through all of this too. So beautiful, powerful change that's happening here. I mean, you've got 3 major arcana out of 5 cards, which major arcana are about life changing. And then you have a royalty here, a king, which is that divine masculine energy kicking in and taking control over your emotions and the emotional experiences that you're having. So I love this empowering reading for you. And then your final card, we're pulling from the Wild Offering Oracle. And we're just going to see what the final message for this reading is that they have for you. All right, so what's your final message for Aries for this reading? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you've got direction. I'll let you see that, and then I'll read it. And that says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. So this is reiteration too of them, that you are not alone. If you don't know what direction, you don't know what to do, ask for this assistance, and you will get divine direction coming in your life. You will get answers. They're guaranteeing you will get answers, and if you don't know what decision to make yet, you don't make it because you don't have all the information yet. You just ask for more information, and then when you get the information, you'll know in your heart of hearts what it is. Just don't deny it, and don't let this power fall away. You have such the strong ability to bring action, to bring significant positive changes into your life and everyone that's involved in the situations that this is talking about. So I do love this for you, Aries. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you want to be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, also click the subscribe button will give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's a setting for all. And if you click on that, then you'll be notified of any new videos that do come out on this channel. And doing those things actually helps spread the Zen love, and also helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video, or you share one of the videos, or you comment on any of the videos, especially subscribing to my channel, when you do those things, it does make the YouTube algorithm very excited, and it wants to share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that stuff, I am very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and I actually have a sliding scale for my recorded personal readings, which means you can choose a price point between a few, so you can choose one that's in more alignment with your budget at that time. So a little bit of flexibility there. All that information is listed in the description box below, by the way. All right, Aries, as you go through this beautiful Libra new moon, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I also love you too. You have an amazing week. I'm sure we'll be talking very soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.